Hello there, how the hell are you, YouTube? My name is Vac, and we're here tonight to play some Marvel Strike Force. So welcome to Mortytown TV, come on in, sit yourself down, hang out, put your favorite music on, and get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty, you gotta get swifty in here.
There we go. Trying to pull up the chat on this thing. It's wanting to be difficult. Alright, so we got a lot to do tonight. We're done with DD3 for the day, obviously, but we did that this morning, if you missed that on the morning stream. But we got some raids to do, we got a war going on, and that's the first place I'm going to check as soon as I pick up these 2 free orbs. So if you're new here, my name is Vac, and we're playing Marvel Strike Force by Scopely. It's a mobile game that I largely play on PC with an emulator, but still. Great game, a lot of fun, RPG kind of strategy team building game. You're probably familiar with it though if you've found your way here. So the essence is I'm a 10.5 million total collection powered player. I've been playing for 2 years, since shortly after release. I only got Arena 2 today. I didn't have time to log in. I was visiting family. But I did manage to hang on to my number 1 spot, or my number 2 spot, which is generally where I like to linger and then snipe at number 1. We didn't get time today, but it only cost me 50 cores. Not a huge deal. So we got a war going on. We got some energy to pick up and spend. And we're just going to see where we can be most useful right off the bat to the Mortys. So it's called Mortytown TV because my alliance is the Mortytown Locos. We're a Gold 3 guild or alliance. I can't. Guild is just in my nature, and we are trying to push through engineering right now so we can go take down the big point rooms. That's what we want. So we're behind on these guys, but I really feel like we're in pretty decent shape looking at the maps. So I'm going to let the Mortys push through engineering for now because none of those teams are really big enough for me to want to throw my teams at it. So we definitely have plenty of good Mortys down the chain who can handle that. We're a fairly widespread on our alliance. We go from 2 and change all the way up to 10 and change as far as TCP. And I just, some of these people, a lot of these people are family or friends that I've known for years and years, people that I invited here. Some of them are kind of small for our guild, and I'm a little big, right? But the ones that are small, I know are either very talented players or they are little baby whales and also very talented players, and they're on their way up. So we give them an opportunity to build. And there's more people that want in, so we're going to expand to a new alliance and make it a cluster, Tomorrow is the plan. So getting to it then. Let me see if anybody's knocked me down in Arena. No, I'm still at number 2. Done my challenges this morning, so we'll go right into raiding then. No, energy, excuse me. And farming the store. Now this is one of the biggest things I do. This is a routine you really need to build for yourself, is to farm this store. Even if you're not at the point where you're trying to get characters to Dark Dimension 2 or 3 yet, it really is helpful to pre-farm the stuff you're going to need. You know what characters you're taking. Get yourself ready. For instance, buy these suckers when you see them because you're going to want to get Minerva into any of those dark dimensions that you're going to, etc., etc. Just pre-farm. Plan it out a little bit. It's a game about planning. So here we go. We're going to buy Catalyst for sure. I need isomers for sure. What we're really hoping to see is more marrow extract. I've got enough for 1 piece of gear, but I'm probably going to need enough for at least 2 to get Cull finished. Hey Nick, what's up, buddy? Glad to have you back to the stream, man. Good to see you. You're one of my more loyal viewers, I gotta say, my man. Alright, so let's see here. Don't need that so much. We can live without that. Alright, so we'll call it there on that. Let's keep moving down the line. We definitely want to build up our defense boosts. I got really nothing else to do with Blitz credits. Josh, welcome back to the stream, sir. Nice to see you. Alright, I'm sorry if you prefer Joshua. It's habit to just shorten things up. but I can go either way you prefer. So let's see now. Don't need any purple gear. We'll grab the molecules. We're definitely low on those. We'll go ahead and we will stack up a little bit of these. Yeah, I tell you what, man. Between calendars and the recent events, I got really lucky and got a bunch of mini uniques. Good. All right, Josh, it is. I picked up a bunch of mini uniques that I really needed to get myself going in City on DD3. It just worked out really good on the timing. And I'm looking forward to finishing DD3 so I can raise more characters to Gear Tier 14. Because I know really that's what's in between me and the 85 guys or so ahead of me on the power leaderboards. They could not have possibly gotten that much more lucky than me on Red Stars. So I do think it is largely Gear Tier 14 that separates me and them. Yeah, health catalysts. And the green radiation looking things too. Yep. Health catalyst is what it's called. So let's see here. I have enough for an orb, maybe 2. Not quite 2. I don't really have any characters I'm buying with arena shards right now. I mean, I hope that they come up and put something in there I need, but I really am down to just blob at this point as far as farmable characters. All right, just orb characters, really. So let's see here. Nothing good there. Nothing I can buy. Yeah, no, that's when I'm going to finish him, actually. I bought that $2 offer for the 50 blob shards. I did buy that. But I still need close to 200 to get him 7 stars. So I'm going to have to farm him out of the arena store whenever they put him in there. Let's see now. Oh, I'm going to come back for you. I'm coming back for you, Cull Obsidian. I want that. I want to push all those Black Order characters to 7 stars, or as close as I can get them. So, yeah, Colossus I've been done with for a while, thankfully. We'll come back to Arena for a little while later. Milestones, just a little higher roller. We spent some gold that refreshed earlier. So now we're going to go to raids. So let's see where we're... Oh, no, I didn't spend my energy. So we're working on getting Call to 14 now. Largely need these bad boys. So I'm just going to whale out a little because I really want to get Call finished and push myself out ahead on my arena shard as much as I can. I'm the same way sometimes, Nick. I am the same damn way. So that's all we're gonna spend there. So now it's time to get into these raids. So we haven't even joined that raid yet. So let's get into this Greek raid. Looks like Team 1's gonna be the place to be. Mr. White, welcome back, sir. Nice to see you. Elsa's incredible. She's kind of overlooked insofar as DPS. She's really good. All right, so let's see here. I got Twerp on the outside lane. I got Soylent looking like he's also taking the outside lane. So I'm gonna go back up Twerp over here. I usually take the outside and go the bio lane, but it's I'm flexible. So let's see here. Easiest thing to do is just to roll through with my good old trusty shield squad. So reliable for so long. They were only like the best team in the game for just a brief moment, but they have been so good in so many different game modes for so long. It's really impressive. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera off for a minute to get Eddie speculating, just for a moment of privacy. I need to pick my nose. Or whatever you got to tell yourself. I don't care. All right. This is not a program for children, but I try to keep it clean. Because kids who play this game, I could probably help them out a little bit. Some of them help me. Who knows? But let's just roll through this. This is going to be easy. I actually haven't done this lane in quite a while. Now, we don't do assigned lanes here at Mortytown, and there's a reason for that. If you're dumb enough to need an assigned lane, I don't really want you. I mean, don't get me wrong. When people come in and they're not sure what or how to do it, I'm glad to teach them. But if you have 24 people that have a couple of brain cells to rub together and understand how these things work, it really should not be necessary, right? So it's not too difficult. You join the grouping that has the fewest amount of people and the least amount of progress. You take an open lane and you clear it, and you don't deviate from the lane. You don't go leapfrogging people unless you're one of the last guys in, right? If you're one of the last guys in and all the lanes are filled up, then yeah, sure, you leapfrog and you just go, you help out where it looks like we need the help the most. You never leave an open node behind you. You don't do that ever. If you're one of the last guys in and all the lanes are cleared and there's like one little node missing that hasn't been gotten, you better pick it up on your way through. And that's just sort of how we roll. I just need people that make good decisions, and then I don't have to assign lanes and babysit people. And that's what we do here in Mortytown. Yeah, assigned lanes does not make a good guild. That's just not really what gets you there. So let's see here. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good guilds that assign lanes. But as long as you understand where the lane paths are, it really is not so bad. And I like to have good, smart Mortys. You know, maybe a little nervous with indigestion, you know, fluttering stomachs, but good, smart Mortys. All right. So I think we're getting close to the end on those milestones. Everybody doing okay on the Fun in the Sun event? Man. Yeah, you know, so, you know, it's easier. It's way easier when you get a bigger roster. Like everything in this game is. It's kind of a snowball, rich get richer effect. You know, you get a bigger roster. You do better in blitz. You can clear events easier. You've probably got orbs saved up because there's several orbs that don't give you anything. So, you know, I mean, like I say, this whole game is kind of a rich get richer kind of affair. It's just the way it is. It kind of snowballs on you, but it can work to your favor if you play smart, spend smart. Even if you're free to play, spend the cores you make efficiently, then you'll do well. I fully believe that. I've played both a whale and a free to play account for some years now. And I've made them both pretty successful. Oh, absolutely perfect. This was a pretty good event, no doubt about it. And there's no doubt that the mini uniques were very timely for me because I needed to get some characters into city. I opened up the city section of DD3 and didn't have anybody to take in there, so that worked out in my favor big time. I managed to get Symbiote Spider-Man in there, and now as of yesterday as of this morning, we have a full 5-man team now that I'll be able to use on the second run and get through it a little quicker. Well, Nick, you're more than welcome to join it. We're going to form it up tomorrow. I'm moving my free-to-play over to the new alliance so that there's somebody there. It's like 4 million collection power, so that way there I can help push the limit on raids and get the percentages up and move through the content faster. Well, we love having you here, Nick. We love having you here. All right, so let's see here. Wait a minute. Something don't seem right here. Did I go the wrong way? No, this is just okay. Mystic Tech Sinister 6, we can do that. What we're gonna do then, yeah, Nick, I'll be glad to send you an invite tomorrow. We've really only got, I got enough for, like a quarter of an alliance, to be honest. So we got some people waiting to get in, but it's not gonna be a full alliance. We'll probably just fill up with autofill, and then we'll cut those people as and see what cream rises to the top. And if people aren't doing well, then we'll just cut them and keep moving. But any of them that play well and are smart enough to catch on and learn the game, we'll keep them and turn them into good Mortys. And that's what we're looking to do here. I want a place where I can develop talented young Mortys into badass Locos. That's what I'm looking for. So anyway, let's see here. We want to put, before this time's out on us, we need to hurry. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, that works for me, Nick. It's going to be a bit of a building project, and really honestly, a lot of the guys that are joining it are agreeing to take a little step back to build it from the ground floor, myself included. Putting my free-to-play account is not going to be gaining as much stuff for a while, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Because I'm looking forward to the building project. I've built one alliance to max level, and I'm looking forward to being a part of building a second one. Right? I'm definitely a lead by example kind of guy. I've tapped a good new officer to run this, a guy who's also a fairly regular viewer of the stream, and who was very keen to join us. And it was because of him and his desire to be a Morty that we kind of decided, let's open up and be a cluster. Let's tap this guy. Let's put him in our officer corps, and we're going to build ourselves the next chapter in Mortytown history. Yeah, I might even start putting some cores into it, but I don't, I'd have to work out the pay situation on that free-to-play account. But definitely the 10,000 gold. That's what you need. Everybody needs to put that 10K in every day. Because the way that works is if everybody puts it in, then you get it back, right? As long as everybody does it. You earn 10,000 gold back. So, it's one of those things. And it's going to be, probably semi-casual for a while till we kind of get things built up and rolling. But we'll get more and more serious about how people are performing as we go along and we start leveling up. Because eventually the goal is to build good talent, and so that means teaching people to play the right way. Which for me is not requiring, not even on the Locos. What's up, Mike? Welcome to Reds 900, everybody. One of our up and coming young Mortys. So anyway, yeah, we're even on the main alliance. I do not mandate spending, right? If you have blitz characters that you need, I don't want you buying charges for war. I want you buying those characters first, right? When you run out of characters to buy, then you can worry about getting 10 or 12 attacks in and stuff like that. But mostly I just want you to focus on building your roster. I'll do the 12 attacks because I'm done, right? I'll take care of that. If we can't win with that, then we just can't win. It's no big deal. Like the winning and losing in war, I mainly just want to win enough not to drop back a league, because the difference between a win and a loss is really not that incredibly big. Now, don't get me wrong, my ego wants to win always, and we sure try. And that's why we try to play. We pull together as a team. We focus fire. We're all aiming toward the same goal. There's no randomality. If you can't attack the room that I've called and the person that I've called, you get cut off the Locos pretty quick. All right. because that's just the best way to success for us without having to mandate that people make 10 attacks or more every time. Scott, what's up, man? You thought we were the Mortytown whales? No, sloth. No. Just some of us. Just some of us. I'm a whale. I don't deny that anymore. Mike's a whale. Mike Rancor is a whale. So is Skilled. Not like a requirement. Of course, I want to see good play. I want to see you putting the appropriate teams on your war defense. But it'll be a little while before the new alliance is even open to war yet. You know, they're going to have to level a bit first. So we're going to knock out the 50s. Oh, speaking of the devil, Frank, what's going on, bud? We were just talking about Morty Juniors. Nick here would like to join. We're going to give him a spot. You had a long 2 days. Have you? Work been kicking your butt, buddy? Yeah, so Frank and I have been talking this over. We think that we're going to name it Morty Juniors. We're pretty sure we are, I guess. But I'm leaving that up to Frank. We're going to name it Morty Juniors, which is after the Gazorpazorp child that Morty has with the sex robot. And I wish I could remember the name of that episode. It's something with Gazorpazorp in the title, I believe. And the Gazorpazorps are the race of four-armed people where the women are all woke and the men are all brutish, you know. And he raises the kid, but he wants to just destroy people and take over the world. Great episode. My favorite part of the episode is they're listening to him with the sex robot upstairs. And then Morty comes bounding down the stairs to the breakfast table and chugs a big old thing of milk or orange juice or something like that, and wearing nothing but his underwear. And it's like, okay, well, I gotta go up in my room and study. He goes right back up there. Classic. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Love that. Now, if you're living in a house with a guy like that, you probably don't like that so much, you know.
In bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
I agree, bird person. Yeah, that would be Pringles, right? Pringles, I'm pretty sure. Well, good for them, man. Get that advertising dollar, Rick and Morty, or Justin and Dan, I should say. All right, we're not going to do hundreds, so that'll finish that. Let's head over and see what's going on. We just got a little bit to knock out here, so we'll finish up our lane, and then we can get on to other activities. I'm going to be an officer in the guild, Nick, so if nothing else, I'm pretty sure that I have your player ID in my Discord history. But yeah, we'll be sure to get you in, Nick. We're going to, like I say, we're going to do it tomorrow at the conclusion of everybody's raid seasons and war seasons and stuff. I've gone ahead and I've pulled Baxos out of the Locos because we had another recruit that wanted to take a spot. But yeah, Frank, I'm going to be assisting Frank, and Frank's going to be the leader, and I'm just going to be there to help out. I'll have that 4 million total collection power roster there so that I can help push the percentages on the raids and get us through the content a little faster. And that way, I want the Morty Juniors to feel like we're doing something to help them level faster than they could on their own. Even though we're building up a new alliance, I want people to feel like they're being taken care of. That's going to be the plan, Nick. We're going to build up as quick as we can. Yeah, that's why I was saying that. I mean, a lot of the people who are going to be joining, I mean, it's going to be a new alliance. So everybody's going to be taking a little step back for a little while. But it's a building project. The idea is that once we get this thing up to speed and running, everybody will be better off than they were when they started. Oh, well, like even my free-to-play account that I'm moving over can easily clear half or more of a U7 lane. Like we can definitely get up to U6 pretty quick. Exactly, it's a long-term investment. Like everybody, I mean, unless you're in a noob alliance that doesn't even barely raid, it probably will be a minor step back for at least a couple of weeks, right? But on the whole, I can promise you, especially if I can get you graduated to the Mortys one day, you will be better off. Because that's the idea. I want this to be our farm team, our minor league team, kind of like a baseball team, right? We want to show them how we play, teach them to, get them in the habit of playing with our methodologies. And then as people retire off of the main alliance, we're going to graduate people from the other alliance. Call them up, so to speak. Bring them up to the big leagues. I like sports metaphors. I'm a Southerner, so it's just kind of in my nature. So anyway, if you're just joining us, hello. My name's Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Settle on in. Get swifty. And just remember,
nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV.
Black Bolt's so good. So good. Let's get Sentry out of there before he stealths people. Here we go. Easy peasy. I mean, not really easy. This is the end of the U7 lane, so yeah, Eddie, let me get through all my stuff. If you want to hang around till the end of the stream, we can fill some time with some PvP. Let me make sure I get all my stuff done first, though. I don't want to fall short. Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. Yeah, if you want, you can just text me and we'll talk about it. Where are you at on T4 on those? Yeah, let's just tell me where you're at on T4s on those 3 teams that you've got worked up. And if we're at a spot where they're pretty good, then we'll just talk about your next team. You working tonight? And Eddie, if you'd like, I'll be glad to bite you a balanced draft. I'm not looking to push people around or anything. Not working tonight, ain't you special? Me neither. I mean, obviously, right? But still. Yeah, I know. It just blew through here. If you're wondering, Mike Rancor, who I'm talking to in the chat here, he's not just one of my better up-and-coming Mortys, but we're work buddies. We work together down at the factory. Yeah, balanced is fine, Eddie. Absolutely. No, don't kill my Minerva. All right, we should probably peel off of Iron Man and get rid of that energy generation right there. Iron Man, he just blew his nut. He's done. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, we're fine. Like I said, this is a team that can 75% of the time roll through the entire lane on autoplay without really any tending. Which is one of the reasons I value it, because I like to just autoplay and go do other stuff. How long have I been sitting here talking with that mic off? Somebody needs to say something. Oh, mercy. Nate? How do you do, man? Welcome to the stream. Everybody, welcome one of our best Mortys and one of my most staunch officers, Nate. Nate Dog. I saw you changed your Discord name to that. Hilarious. So am I coming through right now? Can y'all hear me? I think I might have something weird going on with my mic. It seemed to me like it muted itself. So if y'all can hear me, somebody holler back in chat and let me know. Okay, good. Good to know. Let's test something then. Can you hear me now? Does anybody come in? Am I coming in now? Can anybody now? Or am I muted? You can hear me now too? So I'm apparently incapable of muting this thing. All right, that mute button doesn't do jack. Well, no wonder. That explains why Eddie is on to me. Ah, that explains it. It's just between you and me, Eddie. It's just between you and me, buddy. If you're ever in Kentucky, you let me know, I'll match. All right, I actually like to prefer to go to Captain Marvel first here. She's just too damn dangerous. She's too damn dangerous to just let her sit over there and work, right? Like, I actually lost a war attack earlier today because of that. I thought, well, this isn't a real good looking team. I can take this with one of my mid ranges. Oh, sweet, sweet. I'm in Kentucky. Yeah, in Louisville. I thought, well, I can take this team with one of my mid ranges, and what it was a Danvers with like 3 tanks as well, like crossbones and a Captain America, and I forget what the third one was, but there was a third tank. And I thought, well, that doesn't look like a very good team at all. But man, they just kept taunting me off of Captain Marvel, and she just kept tearing me up the whole time. And I was using my brawlers, and so I didn't have any sustain at all. They did not do that well. I mean, hell, maybe it's best. Maybe it's best that Mike's from Ohio. He moved down here when they shut down his plant or something to that effect, which is how most of us got here. We're all refugees in the Ford system. Just trying to keep our good job by moving around the country. Man, we got a bunch of Cleveland guys down here working at these plants. There's 2 Ford plants in this town, and there are a bunch of guys from up around Cleveland, Lorraine, them areas around there. Mike would know more about that than me. All these Rust Belt Yankees. I really love the hell out of you guys. Anyway, I think we're good. We're going to autoplay the rest of this out. I was premature on that. We're not ready yet. I got to prep. Okay, so get rid of that. But we really, the DPS, we should be killing him. Never mind. Black Bolt's is going to kill everybody. Let's get Rocket. Look at you guys. Look at you guys bonding. Believeland. Oh, you guys are awesome. Yeah, we're done. I see it. I'm coming. All right. Believeland. Hey, there's something special going on in that city. That's all I know. Okay, so we're done with the U7. We're done with, for now, with the beta raid. So that's all for that. Let's see what else we've got going on here. First thing I should do is check the war, see make sure everything's going cool there. That's our main priority for the night, is see if we can't help the Mortys come back and win this war. So let me see what I got going on here. Still not quite anybody that I'm going to want to put any of my teams toward. We got some good attacks to make here, but I'm pretty sure that the Mortys can work through this if I just give them some time. And sometimes it works out to our favor for me to just hold teams for the final push in the last hour of the war, which will be tomorrow morning. I got a good night shift that's going to be waking up and coming in now. I got some overseas guys that do a great work, you know, and can really going to be able to knock out a lot here. So, you know, we're be in pretty good shape. We're behind these guys, but let me check my defense real quick. I'm just going to shut you off right there real quick because I'm not going to advertise my defensive setup to the entire YouTube world. But, oh yeah, they haven't even started our bridge or reactor yet. They don't look like they're in any hurry to. They're messing around and stuff like cargo bay and flight deck. So, yeah, we might still have a pretty good chance here. So let me get back off the defense and I'll turn you back on. And we'll just leave that be for now then. Hello there if you're just joining us. My name's Vac. Come on in, enjoy some Mortytown TV. Get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
Love that. Never gets old. So we're going to do some blitzing. We'll just do like a truncated short rotation here. I don't really need. We're at 8-3. I don't need a lot of points. I'm not really looking to. I'm not looking to score at all in this blitz, and I've still got 4 million. We're just doing short rotations just to fill some time, earn some chimichangas, use our better teams in 8-3, that kind of thing. So let's go grab first and foremost our X-Force team. There's pretty much any of these I think is pretty well toast against these guys. But let's take them in here against this rando. Pretty much, if I see Night Nurse, I fight Night Nurse. Night Nurse is like a liability in a 5v5. Alex, welcome back to the stream, my friend. We sure appreciate you. Regular viewer. You guys are all, most of you guys that are here right now, you're either my Mortys or you're my ground floor viewers, right? Like, we're still pretty new at this. We've only been streaming a little over a month. Most of the people in the community are really still not even aware of us yet. But you guys are the guys that came in first. So I sure appreciate all of you. So let's see here. Let's ability block Colossus. And then we're going to, starting at Storm, do a little slicing and dicing with our boy Deadpool. And then we're going to put some heal blocks. All right, so now we need to charge up Cable. Yeah, y'all go after Deadpool. Love it. That's what you want. That's what you want. So this is going to kill some people. X-23 is a pretty good man. I really don't know. I heard it's on HBO Max. I haven't checked that out. I got HBO Now. I don't know what the hell the difference is. But I should technically have Hulu, I think, because I bought that Disney Plus package and it was supposed to have come with Hulu. I just never set it up. So I need to check that out because I have not seen season 4 myself. I'm a little behind on that. A little assassination. He's got a death proof, but that'll help. There we go. Let's forget him for now and get Psylocke. Yeah, I like Disney Plus, man. I watched a bunch of Star Wars stuff that I'd never seen. Like, I'd never seen the animated shows, right? Like Clone Wars and Rebels. I was surprised at how good Rebels was. I'm a big fan of Ahsoka Tano now. Yeah, Nick, you've been here almost pretty much the very beginning. I would say for the first 2 weeks, I pretty much was only streaming to Morty's, right? And we'd have 4 or 5 people in here tops. And so we're really picking up steam now. I decided to go ahead and try to push myself a little more. So I've been advertising and being a little more self-promoting than I'm used to being. And we've been getting ourselves out there. Oh, I really enjoyed the Clone Wars. Here's where I'm at on the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars made me appreciate those shitty movies more, right? Because one of the things that really was never that didn't really jive about it to me is they went from Obi-Wan calling that boy a worthless life form to him calling him a brother, like really quick, right? Like it was just overnight from one movie to the next. So congratulations on Hella. Hope you do get her. So I really felt like the Clone Wars filled a lot of that relationship in. You know what I mean? And made it make more sense. And I really did enjoy the hell out of it. Let's see. I don't know. That's a big punch up. That's 2 of the symbiotes. We'll try it. We might have to back out of that, but I think we'll be all right. So yeah, man. I mean, like, I've become a real big fan. I didn't know who Dave Filoni was until I started watching these shows and seeing his name there, and I was like, oh man, this is actually some pretty good Star Wars, which I had not seen some. I had not seen any really good Star Wars in a long time. So now, yeah, I'm like midway through a chronological view of the story. So I'm all the way up to A New Hope, and I need to watch that. I haven't seen that in years. I'm looking forward to seeing every time I watch it, they've done something new to it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like now. And yeah, I thought the whole Rebels show with Ezra Bridger, and I thought that was all really good too. And I was excited about Ahsoka coming back as well, man. So I'm really excited about her coming to The Mandalorian next year or next season. That's going to be incredible. And I've been a fan of what's her name, Rosario Dawson, for some time now. Well, good for you, Alex. Oh yeah, man, I watched that very last season that they just come out with. Yeah, and that was incredible, man. To see Ahsoka and Rex during Order 66, that was one of the coolest things, man. That was really, really awesome. And you know, I'd seen some Order 66 stuff. I played that Jedi Fallen Order game. Did any of you guys play that? That was pretty good, actually. Oh, I'm sorry, Phantom. Well, yeah, man. Glad to see you, dude. Come on in. No big deal. I got it started on time today, so yeah, we're 45 minutes or so in. Okay, I guess I didn't actually get it started on time, but I was close. Now, No, I really do hope they stick with the Mando. I mean, he is the title character of the show. Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order was pretty. I mean, it was mostly like watching a movie. It wasn't that hard a game, but yeah, I don't really need the Graviton shards. Let's see about that matchup right there. Oh yeah, it was a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Yeah. So yeah, it seems like sometimes YouTube is not great on getting notifications. Now, don't get me wrong. I want you to click subscribe, and I want you to smash that bell, brother. You know, but I don't. You know, like you'll get more reliable. You'll get a more reliable alert just by joining the Mortytown Discord. And there'll be alerts there that letting you know every time I go live, and I probably should not be auto-playing this, every time I go live and every time that I post a new video. And it does seem to be a little more closer to 100% of 100% reliability. Oh man, I didn't get that far in it, Eddie. I mean, I ran through it, but there was some stuff I left behind. I didn't quite get every collectible from every planet and everything. Oh man, you're gonna love him, Alex. Symbiote Spider-Man is incredible. Symbiote Spider-Man's incredible. Yeah, I try. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible for y'all's sake. Oh, Josh, I'm not sure I agree with your alliance on that. I mean, he's not the end-all, be-all, don't get me wrong, but he is an incredibly strong character. I make very good use of him in PvP. And this team as a whole is just really good. Really just these three in the middle. Just those three in the middle, right? I mean, like, Spider-Man and Miles, I can lose them off this team, and it's not that huge a deal. That'll blow him up. Now, don't get me wrong. He's not so good that I'm going to mandate to my alliance that everybody has to blitz their ass off just so that we can get all of the World Warrior milestones. We usually come close to getting them all anyway, in no small part thanks to my man Nate Dogg there, because he's a machine. But we got a guy, you see him in here a lot. Thomas is in here. You know, Thomas Sanders is a guy that he plays a character named Spawn in our alliance, and he's awesome as well. But those are the two guys that are always beating me on World Warrior. And then we got all kinds of, everybody contributes. Everybody contributes. Yeah, I bought that $2 offer too, Alex, and Blob's pretty great. I didn't get much out. I mean, I got the 50 shards, obviously, but all I did was just get me a little closer to my 7th star. I still got a ways to go. I'm going to end up having to farm him out of the arena store to finish him off. Great offer, though, man. $2 for 50 shards of any decent character is a really great deal. Yeah, Nate will tell you how much I love Symbiote Spider-Man in PvP. About as half as much as he loves his thing. Oh, it's so scary. It's so scary. Nate has a 7 red star. The thing that I am terrified of. Phantom has a 7 red star. Johnny Storm that I'm terrified of. Right? Like so I know how people feel when they fight me. I get it. Yeah, I'd love some max symbiotes. No. Yeah, let's try it. That's a big punch up for Supernatural. This is one of the teams that I might end up benching off of my war offense. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's see now. I'm going to say these 3 on the right. Bleed them up. We'll hit them with Elsa, who's just incredible. Hopefully this will finish off Quake. Oh yeah, we're in good shape. No need to Winds of Watum, so we'll try to get Assault out of here. That's pretty much going to leave her a dead man walking, so we don't have to hit her no more. She's going to fall over at her next turn. So I guess we want to get Gamora. She's pretty squishy and does a lot of damage. There you go. And finish off Iron Man. And now it's just you and me, Deadpool. It's just you and me, man. We'll equalize health, try to save Strange. Those are good deals, those $2 offers. Yeah, I understand, Nick. I remember what it was like when, I mean, now I've got the full roster. There's no character I don't have, so I got, I mean, if you want to see my war defense, I'll show you. But I'm using all the best war defenses that I could stick out there and a few kind of filler teams that are still kind of waiting on war defenses, like my Wakandans. So I got these 398k Wakandans sitting out there, just sort of, they're beefy enough that you're going to have to send a good team at them, especially with that 7 Red Star Black Panther. I built up hand just for, I had them on defense, and of course I used them in the event. But now I've got them completely benched. I don't use them anywhere now. Let's go team 1 here. So again, we're just rolling through a rotation on Blitz, so welcome if you're just joining us. We don't really need any Graviton shards at all. I got them 7 stars, but it's worth it just to make some chimichangas, basically, because chimichangas are awesome.
For real times a million, buddy.
There, Morty agrees with me. And we just always need more Blitz credits, more chimichangas for gear, as much as I can get. Ooh, there goes Wanda. Beautiful. Well, enjoy your dinner, Alex. I had some shrimp scamping not long before the stream. It was pretty good. Pretty good. But now I'm done with all that, and I'm just ready for some Marvel Strike Force.
And that's the way the news goes.
Killed my Venom. Venom is so tanky. Let's get Spider-Man out of here. There we go. Setting off Black Panther. Let's really set him off, charge him up. Okay. Now let's start working down Venom. He's going to be healing himself. We'll get rid of that. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I think we'll be able to overwhelm him now. Be able to just focus on him with these 4. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Moving right along. Pushing it up toward 5 million, but again, where I score in this is irrelevant. I don't like using any of these teams in 8-3. Maybe. Nah, I don't like any of those matchups. Aim, perhaps. We'll try it, but that's a pretty big. Nah, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. Fantastic Four. We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. I'm going to get a little privacy for just a second, but I'll be right here with you. I agree, Nate. They probably can. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's get Barrier up. Let's keep focusing on Iron Fist. If we can get him moved out of here, we'll be in great shape. So let's go ahead and make sure of it with Ben. I don't have a 7 red star Ben Grimm, but I mean, mine's all right. He's okay. So this is not a pun fenders, which to me makes it a little easier fight. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I wanted Spider-Man and Wolverine and characters like that to be really good. They're just not. They're just not. And it's a sad thing that I would think that people who would run a Marvel game would try to fix. But they're just waiting until they have some kind of basically financial carrot to chase. You know, they got to be able to. They got to get some money out of it, I guess, or they're not going to put that work in. Some assists. There we go. There we go. Oh, you're killing me, Luke. The hero of Harlem. I did like his show. Alright, so we lost Reed. Eesh. We're in trouble. This'll help. There we go. We gotta get rid of his energy generation. Yeah, I want all of these new characters to be good. I just don't know that they are. Oh, we're gonna pull this off because I might die here. This is gonna be so close. Yes.
Yes! You got not today, bitch!
Close win. Close win. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try that. So I'm going to take a right at Punisher. I'm going to see if I can't stun him. Just get him off the board. Alright, so we lost Monstrosity, but that's not the end of the world. Let's get Winter Soldier out of here. Put some debuffs on him. keep juicer rolling. He's real good, but he's 7 stars. So I mean, I realize he's probably not as good for everybody else. Let's slow down Venom. We got our revive. That's perfect. We'll heal everybody up a little bit. Now that we have a defense down on Venom, let's take him out before he does any further damage to us. Damn, son, that was a lot of bleeds. Whew. I don't necessarily think it's trash, but I'm not exactly excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see. Like, it's pretty much guaranteed I'm probably not going to wail out too much on Beast. As much as he's like a character that I did enjoy when I was a kid, like, I'm just not going to put a lot of money toward a raid team. I got plenty of good raid teams. That's just not a priority for me. I spend my money on Arena, because that is the mode that gives me cores. Cores. I'm all about them cores. And if you watch my content, Eddie, you know that. You guys mostly know that. Colossus is already annoying. So let's see here. Let's see about getting Black Panther out of here. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love weaponizing their hitters against them. So now let's start up on Thor. Wakandiotes. That's basically the 3 symbiotes plus Shuri, and I don't know who they mean after that. Maybe Black Panther. All right, that actually kind of hurt. Get my 7 red star Heimdall into the fight here. Love those free attacks with Thor. Love them. Shuri makes pretty much any team better. Not all of them, but most of them. Mid-range teams especially. And teams that are not completed like the symbiotes. She's just very valuable, especially in any kind of raid or Dark Dimension kind of setting, because any character that can heal and pass around some defense ups is just very valuable. Look at Skilled wailing out. Buddy of mine from work as well. One of our little baby whales. Our baby whales are growing into killer whales. And one day they're going to be big belugas like me. They're going to be big blue whales. Killmonger. I mean, between Killmonger and Black Panther, I would go with whichever one you have higher red stars on. They're both good characters. So now my Inhumans team, this is a fun team to play. They just AE the hell out of everything, and then you watch Black Panther knock them all down. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to stand up, stretch my legs. Okay. Nick, how does a 12-year-old have that kind of money? All right, let's see. I mean, really, I probably don't want to know, right? Let's see now. I don't care, really, if you don't want to tell me. I worry about my money, you worry about yours. Okay, Nick. Well, I mean, you know, I used to buy 2 or 3 grade A gaming titles a month, right? On either console or PC. And that's, you know, $120, $180 right there. Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to seeing what that would look like. I used to go down and drop $100 in a night at my favorite comedy club with a lady friend of mine, and drink my night away and have a good time and laugh. I don't do any of that anymore. So, you know, a lot of people are like, why would you spend all that money on when you don't get anything back for it? And I'm like, I'm having a ball. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, how much money are you spending on drinking, right? I mean, didn't you go skydiving last year, right? Like, you know, like there's plenty of things that you spend your money on that basically just give you a fun experience, and people do them every day. So if it's in your budget, I think that Marvel Strike Force is a pretty fun way to spend your time. I wouldn't recommend anybody spend money on the game they don't have, but definitely I do think it's worth some investment if you really want to play well and not, because the reality is that in games like this, the reason that they open it up and let people play for free is that free-to-play players pad the numbers for their app and make them more successful as a business, even if they don't pay anything, and they serve as cannon fodder for the paying customers. Now, that's not to say that free-to-play players can't be successful, but it is a reality that most of them will not. Now, there are certainly some good free-to-play players out there that are on their way up, and there are some really good free-to-play players that have been around since release that keep up with the whales to no small degree. We've had free-to-play players in my arena shard that really give people the business, you know. Unfortunately, one of the best of them recently passed away, and we're going to miss him. But still. You know, I've seen him. I don't necessarily. He's got a lot of subs and all. What I saw of his roster, I don't think he is the best free-to-play player. He might be the best on YouTube. But I've seen free-to-play players that are pushing 5 or 6 million in TCP, and I don't think he's sporting that. But I could be wrong. I've only casually looked at his stuff, and I might have been looking at really old videos. So I don't want to get too far ahead of myself on that. It does seem like he has good stuff, and it's a good niche to fill on YouTube if you just kind of focus on free-to-play players and new characters. That's not a bad way to go about things. Oh, I'm sure he is. What I've seen of his stuff, you know, he's giving good advice. I got no problem with what he's saying. I'm just saying I don't necessarily think he's the highest TCP free-to-play player, is what I'm saying. I've known some guys that, you know, basically those guys are all the ones that started at release and have been free-to-play ever since. And that really, if you're going to be free-to-play, getting in at the ground floor on a game is the best way to do it. You know, even if you're just going to whale out, it's the best way to do it. Yeah, see, Nate is one of the better free-to-play players. Yeah, I could be wrong. No problem. Check his TCP. Like I say, I don't really know the guy. I don't have anything negative to say about him. I certainly do not. My free-to-play account is like 4 million and change. Good pull for Eamon Corner. Oh yeah, Loki sent everybody at Phoenix. That was perfect. Yeah, Nate is a godsend. I did not know Nate before I came to Marvel Strike Force. Nate is. How did you even first come into the guild, Nate? Did you just auto join on us? How did that happen, or did you search us up? 4 million TCP. So that's about right. That's about right. You know, that's pretty good. I don't think it's among the best. That's about what my free-to-play account was, though, or is. So that's pretty good playing. You know, that's pretty good playing. Yeah, so I'm unsure how Nate first came around to becoming a Morty, but I'm so glad we have him. He's been with us forever. He's a fantastic player, and he gets a lot of work done. And he does what a free-to-player should do. That guy is always the leader on World Warrior, on our milestone. He's always the leader, right? I mean, he's got all of us whooped. He plays more than anybody in the Mortytown Locos. Oh yeah. I used to jump into Global and advertise. I remember that. I haven't done that in a long time. But that's when we first started the Alliance, and we were really trying to build it. It's me and Baxos and Red Taw and Sneakers and all those. Most of those guys that are gone now. I still get off the stream every night, and I go jump into a different Discord and chat with my buddies, Red Taw and Sneakers and Panzone and all those guys. And they're always asking me about Marvel Strike Force. And I'm like, come on back, man. You know? Come on back anytime you want. Of course, it's retribution for leaving. I'm going to make them little Mortys. But hell. Yeah, that's the best way. I mean, that's a really good way to do it, Eddie, is just spend a little bit. And what you spend by cores or some of the better offers, and use the cores to buy energy. And that will get you, you know, that'll supercharge your advancement. No doubt about it. Let's go ahead and put defense ups on everybody. Nice. So nice. Saved Coulson's life right there. I mean, you know. Phil Coulson dies all the damn time, if we're just being honest. Have you ever been to Tahiti? It's a magical place. Still probably my favorite Marvel TV show out of all the Marvel TV stuff they did. I just loved Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, there's a lot of fine-ass superheroes in that show, too. That probably helps, right? Quake is fine as hell. Melinda May, fine as hell. I mean, you know. Hell, Yo-Yo. There's something about a saucy middle-aged Hispanic woman, right? Or Latin woman. I think she's actually South American. I don't remember. But, you know. Latino. So good. So good. Great character in the show, too. Great character in the show. That's a pretty dangerous looking tech team. Let's see which one of these is the highest. The 602. So we'll do that. Yeah, Eddie, I'll do you one better, man. Not only did I see that Inhuman show, I went to high school with the guy who played Black Bolt. Anson Mount. We went to the same high school in Tennessee together. He was a year or two ahead of me, but I run into him here and there back in the day. We went to some of the same parties. He didn't really run with the same crowd as me. I was a little more redneck, and he was kind of a preppy kid. His parents had money. And that show was god awful. Now, don't get me wrong. Anson's a decent actor. You know, he's got some charisma. He's got some charisma. He's got some personality. You know, he's got the Tennessee Southern drawl going on, and the ladies love it. He was great in Hell on Wheels. He did get paid. I don't know that he got paid a lot of money for that show, but he did get paid money to just not say a word. But I really think the fact that he didn't get to say a word is part of the reason it was so bad, right? Because he's like a really charismatic guy. I mean, he went on to be the new captain in Star Trek and shit, and people love him, right? But he gets on that show and all he's doing is, you know, it was terrible. It was awful, man. No, I really wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I would not watch that show unless you have seen every other Marvel show and you just want to be a completionist. Honestly, it's not that great. It's not that great. Yeah, no, I get that part, Nick. It's just the way that they did it. He never had a chance to be that compelling a character. Shaving Medusa's hair was 100% ridiculous, and it was just a lazy move to save money on animation, and we all freaking knew it, right? Like, even Manson's kind of mad about that. So that show tanked pretty hard, but that ended up being probably a good thing for his career, because then he went on to get the Star Trek job, and I think that's working out way better for him. Way, way better for him. So let's check the war. I've already run through all the 25s this morning. Let's see here. Still need to do an arena attack. Even though I'm going to have to suck it up and take number 1. I hate doing that. I wouldn't start with the newest season, man. There's so much that happens in that show. And I know you probably at your age will not appreciate it, but one of the greatest love stories ever told is contained within Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, it is such an incredible show. Such an incredible show. And it's got Bill Paxton. And you're probably not old enough to appreciate Bill Paxton, my friend, but Bill Paxton is a damn legend. Oh, yeah. It's a great show. It's a great show. Okay, so we're down where I got to call a new room. Okay, so let's see here. From here, we got hangar open, which means that now we know that this room right here is the reactor. Okay, so now I know where everything is. So we're gonna we got security over here, and we're just gonna leave it be. We're gonna leave armory. I know you have, Nick. That's why you're here, buddy, right? And you're a smart kid. So you've ended up being a pretty good player too. So anyway, I'm going to call the bridge here, and then I'm going to have to do some war attacks to get this thing rolling. Yeah, man, Ghost Rider was actually pretty cool in that show. It was not the original Ghost Rider, the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. It was a later one, but Robbie Reyes. But still, it was a cool Ghost Rider in that. He's not on a motorcycle. He's got himself a damn American muscle car. It's a pretty cool show. Pretty cool show. I mean, it really wasn't even Ghost Rider that really made me love the show. Although they have characters like Ghost Rider, Deathlock, Graviton. All these characters are on the show. A lot of the Inhumans are in the show. So, I mean, it's really a good show, right? Obviously, you got Quake there. You got her mom, Jia Ying, So there's a lot of cool characters in that show. And, I mean, it runs for a long time, obviously 7 seasons, right? So there's a lot of plot lines. There's a lot of moving parts. And it's just so good to watch. And it starts off fairly low power, right? Like, the whole point is that these are just normal human beings who are super skilled agents working for S.H.I.E.L.D., but they're not super powered, and they're just kind of doing stuff in between the movies, and I bet you do. So, it fills in some stuff in between the movies. They reference the movies every now and then, but they don't really step on toes. In fact, the movies stepped on their toes because their whole thing was S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Hydra, and then the Russo brothers kind of took their whole plot and just smacked the hell out of it when they did Captain America Winter Soldier, right? Because then S.H.I.E.L.D. falls apart and Hydra turned out to be in charge of it the whole time, and so they had to kind of punt with everything they were doing and come up with new plot lines because nobody over at the Marvel Cinematic Universe at their studios, nobody let them guys knew what they were doing, so they had to react. They found out when we did. Right, and don't get me wrong, Winter Soldier is one of the best movies ever made. That is one of the best spy films you will ever see. I love that movie. Just the elevator scene alone is incredible, right? And that's why I love so much these two characters, right? Captain America and of course my crossbones. Oh yeah, Lady Sif was in an episode, and Sam Jackson playing Nick Fury is in several as well. That's true. That's true. Eddie's on point with that. I like that. Okay, so now we've got ourselves an attack we can make here. So let's see. Who are we going to use to take out 413k Asgard? All right, they've taken down our armory. Oh, it's a great show. Great show. I love it. I guess we could try. I think this is a fairly decent matchup. We'll just go for this, because all that stuff doesn't matter if we just AE them all to death. I agree, Nick. We're taking the Inhumans, and the only thing that'll screw us here is if when they hit us with Loki's ultimate or his special right off the bat here, I'm hoping that he doesn't weaponize Black Bolt, because that'll be bad. So anyway, I like to go straight at Thor. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's right. That got used in the previous attack. Good job, Mortys. Good job. All right, so then we're going to... I'm going to try to disrupt Hela so she can't stealth. I agree, Mike. That elevator scene is fantastic. I was so excited that they might recreate it during Endgame, but they didn't. They just had them in the elevator. So the stealth's not going to matter so much here because we're just going to be hitting everybody with most of our shots. Thor's, of course, got to go and take his tantrum. This maybe will put Hela on the ground. There we go. A little slow on Sif, but that gets rid of her taunt. Thor's going to, of course, whack it to us, but Crystal's going to work overtime on healing everybody. Oh my gosh. Blap! Absolutely. Thor Ragnarok, if you've not seen that movie, oh, that's a great movie. That's one of the better MCU films. I don't think there's any denying it. Out of all of the solo films that the different Avengers had, that was maybe the best. Outside of Winter Soldier, I kind of still think Winter Soldier was better, but they're both incredible, incredible films. So let's see here. I'll go after this this team as well. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see about taking Supernatural in there against them. Yeah, Korg is incredible. Hey man, we're gonna start a revolution, eh? I can't do the accent, but great character, great character. Captain America: The First Avenger was a great movie. I like Winter Soldier a little better. All right, so here's where they come in and just whack everybody. All right, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we're going to point ourselves at medic. We're going to put some bleeds on everybody. Thankfully, they got medic parked right next to the tank. That's helpful. We're going to Winds of Watum and hopefully get rid of that taunt. Beautiful. Now we're going to heal block. And this will hopefully help us get medic finished off. Oh, stealthed. All right, doesn't matter. The bleeds got her. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Nick. I don't think that was my best stuff, but I appreciate that. Okay, so let's see now. After this, I would normally go for Coulson next, but Fury is pretty well hurt, so we're going to push that. Because Coulson is doing a lot of the deeps here. There we go. There we go. Now we bring Wanda back. Ooh, don't die, Elsa. Oh no, what's happening here? No! No! Alright, we worked our way out of it. We worked our way out of it. Okay, so Wanda should equalize health and put deflects on everybody. And we'll worry about offense later, because there were no debuffs for her to extend. We worked our way out of it. We're back, son. We're back. Alright, so... Oh, you taunting bastard. So tired of you, security. Go away. Go away. We really need to get Coulson out of here. Alright. So now let's get Coulson. And then we'll just about have this wrapped up. Look at Elsa. Go Bloodstone. Go Bloodstone. Alright. And now let's go ahead and get down another Winds of Watum. There we go. That's to kill that summon. Yeah, security is a very annoying tank. No doubt. So those two are now good as dead. We'll go ahead and put some direct damage at Trooper, and then we're done. Then we're done. All right. So, I could try to knock out this. If somebody can kill the boost on these defenders, I can knock them out. I don't have my Black Bolt anymore, but I can try to punch way down on that Hydra team as well. We'll see. We'll see. Be right back. Everybody needs a Red Skull. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Everybody needs a Red Skull. By the way, thank you, Mike. Appreciate that, bud. Nice lead block. I'll send somebody in here and we'll see if we can't get that finished off. No, what? No. Chill out, Nick. Man, jeez. With the accusation. All right, let's see now. Don't do drugs, kids. Yeah, I'll say it. Don't do drugs, kids. I don't necessarily think all drugs are super harmful, but all of them can be. And they should not be used for developing brains. That's for sure. Right? I didn't even drink till I was, 17, something like that. 18. Did a lot of drinking then. Didn't do any kind of drugs till later in life. It was more like college age. All right, so I think we can do this. This is a pretty good punch down. We got a buff against us or a debuff against us, but we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Nick's over here talking crazy, talking about drugs. I don't know. So anyway, back to Marvel. Oh, look at that. Half of his life. Love it. Love it. I mean, I don't have like a Phantom 95 kind of Johnny Storm, but I like mine. I like mine. I know, bud. I know. Peter Parker's love interest? Which one, dude? Which one? Oh, I'm not saying it. Damn it, I'm not saying it. Okay, all right. I was going to say Gwen Stacy. No, probably not. Stop it. Stop it, man. Okay, so they're pushing us awful hard from the looks of things. I need to see which rooms they're in. Those are a little low for me to want to jump in there. So let me just, I'm gonna kill your view for a second while I go check the defense. Since I don't have Baxos to throw you over to anymore. Yeah, they're still not on they're not even on med bay, man. So we're in pretty good shape. They're scoring points, but if they're gonna peter out at this point, that'll be pretty helpful. I think we've got this thing wrapped up. Or we'll look pretty good by morning at least. I don't know. Their night shift may be just as active as ours. So time will tell. Time will tell. There's still a lot of time left in this war. This is a good team. We are technically punching up on these guys in a pretty big way. Not just in total collection power, but yeah. So we just need to get bridge. Then we'll take out cargo bay and we'll move over and get reactor. You absolutely hear thunder where I'm at. There is a big storm rolling through. So I'm going to keep my powder dry for the moment, right? Just save my teams. They're still a little bit ahead of us on points, but as far as positioning, I like where we're at, Morty. I like where we're at. So we'll keep rolling on that plan. I'll drop back here. Let's see here. Grab some stuff. Probably got some milestones, orbs to open. 1. If the stream dies, it probably will be on the thunderstorm, absolutely, or just YouTube. Sometimes YouTube will drop it out for a second and then it pops back in. You know, stuff happens. I can guarantee you that if I ever just sort of cut off out of nowhere, it's definitely an internet problem between me and YouTube somewhere, because I would never just kill it in the midstream without saying goodbye to everybody. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. All right, so leaving that for the Mortys. In the war, we've done our blitz, we've done our raids. Let's see here, we're at an hour and a half. Arena, and then I'm gonna give Eddie that match he wants. I want to try to PvP viewers as much as I can. Maybe not every stream, but at least once a day. And I want to try to spread it around to as many viewers as are interested in playing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take first place here. I don't like doing it, but I want to get my daily done essentially. So here we go. Here we go. Some hot Black Order on Black Order action. Minerva is a great place to start, Nick. Awesome character. The gateway to Ultron. Like, she's the shit. Alright, so I'm going to hit the right side of this formation. Love it. Love it. Bye-bye, Proxima. So then I'm going to make sure Corvus Glaive. Alex, welcome back, sir. I'm going to make sure Corvus Glaive gets that. Now, I am not going to flip here because it is super, super important to know this for any of you that have a Black Order team. If it's BO on BO, be the last person to flip. Marvel, Minerva, Captain Marvel, SSM, Hela, Star-Lord, incredible. That's an incredible team, yes. I really like for Dark Dimension 2, I like to go in with a Minerva, with a Star-Lord on one side and a Thanos on the other. And that is just, I mean, and after that, it doesn't, you just need a couple of characters that will add some good stuff to you. But that's the main thing, is that you go in with somebody to tank and somebody to feed, preferably two somebodies to feed energy to Minerva, and she'll get most of the work done. Bye-bye Corvus. Almost bye-bye my Corvus. That's a pretty good 5, buddy. That's a pretty good 5. My 5 that I've always done it with, and I'm going to flip. I'm going to put them in danger. Okay. Nice to see you, Alex. I'm gonna go. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, flip, put them in danger. The 5 that I beat Dark Dimension 2 with goes as such. Minerva, and this is with my whale and my free to play. Minerva, Thanos, Star-Lord, Groot, and Nick Fury. Those were the 5 characters that I raised to take into Dark Dimension 2. And it worked so well for me the first time that I brought him in with the free to play layer when I did him. But then again, for most of that, like Symbiote Spider-Man was not an option, right? I love doing this. Oh, I love this so much. Bye-bye. Nick Fury is way underrated. So, he was really good because his main role on the team was to provide defense ups when Groot was on cooldown. So I would trade. Groot would do a defense up, and then they'd all drop, and then Nick would do a defense up. And so he does that, and then he summons and does a little bit of healing. And just, Minerva's mostly doing the healing because every time she would use her ultimate, it'd heal almost everybody to full, and it would do more damage than any of the DPS characters I tried to take in there. So 100%, it's all about Minerva. And every other character on that team should be about protecting Minerva or feeding Minerva. Just kind of where I'm at on that. So anyway, that'll be number 1, right? Nick Fury's a pretty good character. It's worth building a Kree team. I know that the Kree are not that attractive when you first come into the game. They're not a good-looking team. They're never going to be anything but kind of a mid to upper range team for you. They're never going to be in your meta. But it's worth it just to get Nick. It really is. Because a shield team with Coulson and Nick Fury is a fantastic defense team that forces the enemy in war to use a pretty good meta team to take you out. Oh yeah, defenders, man. I mean, it's like a lot of people just lean a little heavily into defenders, because it's the first team most people raise. And so for a lot of people make the mistake of just kind of sticking with them too long, right? And I had this argument with some of the guys that I formed this alliance with back in the day. They were wanting to take all of the defenders all the way to 13, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Take them to 11 and then bail out and go raise a better team. And they're like, oh no, defenders are awesome. It's been the best team since I started playing. And I'm like, yeah, but where you're going, they're not. They are just not. So, defenders is not a bad team for any. Like for me, by the time that they became solid as like the best opening team, I was well into the game and I didn't need them. Yeah, I hear you dinging back there. I was wondering who that was. Okay, so good. I know I don't need to check it. Yeah, exactly. They were just a very good early synergy team, and they're still a great place to start because they're easy to get. Okay, so let's see here. Check one more time on the war, and then we may be done. We'll do a best of 3 with Eddie, and then I'll call it a day. Let's see here. Yeah, we're good on that. I'll come back to that later. So, Mr. White, you're up, sir. You want to add me, or should I add you? Well, Nick, I've PvP'd you on the last 2 streams. And, Eddie would like to PvP me, so I'm going to give him a turn. Everybody gets a turn, right? I'm not gonna PvP everybody today. It's getting late. I'm gonna do a best of 3 with Eddie, and then here's my player ID, sir. I know you like making me use bad characters and then beating me, Nick, but not every stream, buddy. (9624397) has not arrived yet. Oh, inbox. That's right. Inbox. Duh. Accept. Okay. Here we go. Eddie is ready. That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm so bad at this. Balanced draft it is. Best of 3. And then Vac's going to have to call it a night. Oh, yeah, Nick. I want to, anybody that, next stream, if nobody else wants to PvP, I'll let you PvP me. But we're doing a straight up balanced draft. I'm taking any characters I want, okay? Balanced draft is even. I won't load up on legendaries, I promise. I promise. Okay, so I've got the first 2. Eddie is ready. So I'm going to ban. I'm looking at Eddie's roster here. He's got a lot of good characters. I need to take a moment to check him out. He's got an Ebony Maw. That's pretty sweet. Visible Woman. He's got a pretty wide roster here. What's your TCP, Eddie? All right, let's see here. I'm going to ban Ultron. And I'm going to ban Phoenix. 6.7 million. That's still, you're pretty beefy, man. That's pretty beefy. Now I'm 10.5, so I realize, that I'm not wanting to do a classic draft with you. If you ever wanted to, I certainly would. But balanced is good for me. Balanced works. Magneto. No mags for this fight. Sinister. That's probably a pretty good pick. I like taking Sinister. All right, so I get the first pick. And I'll go Black Bolt. Good choice. Scary character. I don't know, Nick. We might do it off camera. We're probably going to do it off camera for the most part. I'll try to get you in as early as possible. If Frank is still around in the stream, he'll know more than me. I'm going to get a hold of him first thing in the morning. As soon as we can get our heads together, we're going to go ahead and form it up and start inviting people. I got a short list of people that are waiting to get in. Graviton. Oh, man, I didn't see that coming. All right, so anyway, let me focus on what I'm doing here. Let's go Corvus. And we'll put the wife in there. You will definitely be an OG member. That's correct. These next two are going to tell me a lot about how Eddie drafts. All right, Invisible Woman. Got a Sue Storm on the board. Man, I was going to take that Captain Marvel, man. All right, he scooped that one on me. All right. I'm going to take a yo-yo. And let's see. Who last? I'm going to go Shuri. This is going to be a good match right here. Didn't I ban that guy? I just meant to. I think I just meant to. All right. Who does he ban? Who it gonna be? Who it gonna be? Can you just let me have them all? Can you just let me have them all, Eddie? I know, it's not even possible. Oh, Black Bolt, of course. Of course. I'll take your symbiote away from you. A lot of good choices here. I'll go X-23. Groot. All right. Fast team. Alex, welcome back. You better leave that yo-yo alone. I'm going to have Matt coming out here with a shotgun axe and take care of you. No, 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 no. Can't be messing with my yo-yo. Don't play with my yo-yo. All right, let's see now. From here... a lot of good options. Need that heal block. Health drain, that hurt. Stealth, that hurt worse. Jeez. Oh, no, 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 no. Stay off my yo-yo. No. He's going to beat me with Captain Marvel alone. Should have took Minerva instead of Shuri. Ah, Groot, you're killing me, man. Literally. Yo-yo down, for sure. Alright, I maybe should have not been focusing on Captain Marvel here. But if you don't, she just tears you up. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I don't think I have a prayer now. I am too far behind on this. Yeesh. Mercy. Oh, that Groot. That was the one that killed me right there. That Groot pull. That was so good right at the end. I didn't see that coming at all. I didn't see it coming at all. All those defense ups and death proofs. God. Well played, Eddie. Eddie was indeed ready. All right, so best of 3. Give me one more. If you whoop me again, I'm gonna call you the champ and we'll move on. All right. That's fun. That's fun. All right, I got to draft better. Obviously, Eddie's on point. Good game, Eddie. Good game. All right, so Eddie's got first ban this time around. That's always randomly selected. Also means Eddie will have first pick, but only gets to pick one. He goes straight to Yo-Yo this time. Like he didn't knock her out in no time flat last time. And Phoenix. Phoenix, not a bad pick. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of Black Bolt. And I'm going to get rid of Maw. Okay. Opening move to you, sir. That's where I'd have started. Bravo. Hella. There's another good pick. Where to go here? Where to go here? Go with the old classic. Sinister. How did I miss Sinister, man? I really need these characters to not be in alphabetical order. This draft always messes me up. There's too many characters to keep straight in your mind, man. That was a good draft, Eddie. Where is he going with his last one? Where is he going with his last one? Graviton again. Back to that Graviton well. He's a very high damage controller. He's a great character. I'll go with Minerva. And I have to get rid of that Ultron. Rhino! Kind of hot in these rhinos. Okay, that leaves a lot of options open. I'll fill it with Sue Storm. I might be a hair short on DPS here. We'll find out. I'm not used to using any of these characters at the level that they equalize them out to. They all feel weak to me, so it's kind of weird. But it does even things up, and that's worth it because I'm not, you know, the whole thing works better if there's some kind of weight classes to it, right? It's not fun to just beat up on people that are way below you. Of course, he took Rhino to counter that, but I'm still going to be working off positioning. Oh my God, Symbiote Spider-Man. No. Hella wrecking me. Sue's so slow. I'm in trouble. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I need a little more deeps out of you people. I predicted it. I don't have enough damage. That's going to wreck me there. Oh, no. I still managed to survive that. I don't know how. I don't know how you survived that either, though. These characters all just feel so weak. All right, Alex. No, I'm just getting my butt whooped. It's kind of what's happening here. 2 in a row. I'll have to redeem myself against Eddie another night. He has outdrafted me today for sure. The Rhino pick. The Rhino pick was a good draft that shows a lot of knowledge of counters. Or at least the knowledge of that counter. Wrecked.
Riggedy, riggedy, wrecked, son!
So hats off to you, Eddie. You put it on me. Good game. Rhino will remove all the blinds that that Magneto puts on. He's pretty much a hard counter to Magneto, so he basically negated one of my drafts and really negated 2 of my drafts because then now all of a sudden Juggernaut is not the best tank for me to have taken, and he's got a pretty solid tank there as well. So he outdrafted me hands down there. I gotta tip my hat to Eddie is Ready, man. That was a great sequence of drafts. You really put it on me, man. You really put it on me. So I'm gonna check the war one more time. Yeah, that was Eddie is Ready. That's Eddie from the stream, Eddie White. He deserves his props today because he came here in my home and he whooped me. So, all right, I'm gonna hold off. I don't want to punch down on those mercs. That'd be a pretty good punch down. So we're pushing it toward midnight. We're 2 hours on the stream, so I'm going to shut her down there, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody coming along with me today. I see still got a 12 or 13 people hanging out here live. So thanks so much for coming, everyone. That's going to conclude Mortytown TV for the evening. I'm going to have to get some sleep, but we'll be back in the morning for a last push on this war and a morning stream. So I had a good time PvP and Eddie. Special thanks to Eddie White. Everybody else, appreciate you coming along. If you're watching this video later on YouTube, man, I really appreciate you watching all the way to the end. That's awesome. So until I see you guys again, be cool, keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.